Okay, I will see our latest update on Kwabena AduBoahen. And Kwabena AduBoahen, Attorney General, Edina Kwaku Pimu, Ewo Court, and the charges no, HS, yet the Abona Siciano, Kwabena AduBoahen, ya found in the guilty as Siciano. Ono no, all Kwaku Pimu, Ewo, a ye jila, Ebusia, and ye Asam Ketwakra. And ye decline by the report, ma'am, was a third accused person and drop latest evidence to a judges. And no. Ama Attorney General, HS, winya the maximum power as Siciana, Kwabena AduBoahen, or more de babe taking on Sicilia, and ye Asam Ketwakra. Yen say Mumbrano, Kevin Taylor, at the Honsembi, Ababe to their Bawumia quarter, young Kunkuti, and some a course now. Unsubscribe here, subscribe, like, and share my Akuffo so and sa into me and Kabiaha. Hey, Ghana Politics Avenue. So and don't forget to click on the notification bell so that there are any updates be able to drop once able to me.
This evening, the news came out to say AduBoahen trial. AG withdraws charges against third accused Mildred Donko as she offers to testify for prosecution against the former NSB boss. Remember, Omwa Sebio na Omo Ejina Court no, including AduBoahen no, nomye nipa beye e 9. Abaywa we your friend Mildred Donko no mokai se ono ena excuse me time asem de baye AduBoahen asem de baye na Ojina Court e defending ho a oka se eye ne lawyer atachia abon opamo atachia wo court no ha sa abaywa no ende ono ankasa abekacha AttorneyGeneral say onim se waye bone onim se AduBoahen mo use no amomo di bone onim se sebio omo dwirim de ye ka dwirima sebio oka ho ene siye na emom no because opɛ de fa hodie anase de fa hodie no eye ni prison obekɔ no ye bete so ama ne nti ono ebedi adanse a kyerɛ sɛ eye AduBoahen sebio owia oman sika ode eye kotikwan so ene bɔ oman ne kron no intendem no ka say Mildred Donko na o defending ho say ombo kro no onye ahwe no ende o sits eye AttorneyGeneral no oba beka AttorneyGeneral team no ho aka edi no kre edi nse ama Ghana fo hu say sebio de course no eye AduBoahen no na onim hu bi ye fra bibi eye prosecution eye de she has offered herself to be a witness AttorneyGeneral no ebe den ebe use no ede aden a prosecute den AduBoahen inti at least it is a step, it is progress. People who are parts of the corruption omni AduBoahen ebo krono a ye nyina ye de omu nyina akogina efia court a ye toto omano no ebi astarte kasa dabi se mekwa akoda we efia se ama AduBoahen de se mekwa akodam ma AduBoahen sika we wia ode betwitwa no ho anase sebio mekwa akoja menyire ene memma wo fie na makwa wo jail de ende meka no kra ewom no enti omo a sebio omo ni AduBoahen ebo krono no omo astarte sesa omano se ende omo beka no kra no na Ghana mra no sebio asotwe bi ade bebo omo no yago asotwe dum enti AduBoahen eye matese ochina sebio eye asem ne befra no court enti eye madam friend Mildred Donko o se ende no sebio se opesa okama ne da one eye AttorneyGeneral na eye dwuma bom obeboa AttorneyGeneral ama AduBoahen ene omaka a omuwia Ghana sika no sebio yebehu nokura ewom na omoso sebio ewo se asotwe a yede mo no yede ama omo enti sende oti eye news we a ababontene a oti news we ababontene a eye one of the suspects no almost say another accused persons no almost say omni AttorneyGeneral ebe hwe nkwan abom na nokura ewom bia omaka we and I was will say the AttorneyGeneral is working. When you are able to flip a very critical suspect in a very high profile case to say, then it means you are really getting somewhere. It is not easy for somebody who has stolen and kept the money to themselves to just come out and say, me pesa me kano kureno na me ho tome na sebio obi ehu de ekoso. It is not easy. You need investigators, interrogators who are wise, intelligent enough to let the person na yebusa the question ati as say she or he cannot take the fall for somebody, because you can see clearly say omo boss akro no we a eye AduBoahen ka ho no, majority of them are omo imagine say omo be di atro e di abo Akuffo AduBoahen no, omo nyina no omo refi omo ho say AduBoahen no we wie sike gu a obetumi e di agina court be 20 years. Yes, na omo no aya no omo refi omo ho say AduBoahen no ono ena sika no ni mukase no ekọ ne ho enti say omo agimi na so omo ka say ye de ye bebu AduBoahen e ma AduBoahen ko jail a omo be ko jail na AduBoahen so ko jail. You see, when it comes to political prosecution, it is not easy. And nobody should underestimate a political prosecution. Say, obi aban adwuma na odi aban sika na wudini ko gina quarter. Say afraid AduBoahen a also tia say obi na oye adwuma wo AduBoahen office wo bia krata ne fa ne nsemu bia no sa nipa no e wo say sebio investigation no ekoka no. So it is not a day or it is not a month's work. It is a juma, a tedious. You need to be very tactical in prosecuting such a person, because one, you need to understand say ansa krata metu ne nim no na omo oni omo didi nkomo aplan se obobo sa akron no, it has been well planned. It is a way to make obia or ye involved da odi AduBoahen begina court for 10 years na on share da enya what will pin him down. But if you are able to get the people who have been accused of working with AduBoahen to steal from Asa, it makes it easy for you to pin down the campaign. And in this case, AduBoahen is the alpha male. Or then the campaign na sikani nyina ko si in nsem. Inti, we should not underestimate the work of the Attorney General. It is tough. Sometimes we feel that he's being slow. And somebody, obi to say so matana kraka, that the way the Attorney General sometimes the case is slow to us. But can you blame the Attorney General? You cannot blame the Attorney General, because you the same person, you don't want the Attorney General to fail. You the same person, you don't want the Attorney General to go to court and lose the case. So the Attorney General also needs to make sure, for you to have that trust in him, he needs to diligently do his job. And he needs to make sure, so when you say prosecute he needs to win. And all this comes with time, duration. It comes with being very tactical, taking your time to make sure, say, when you're being prosecuting, you have to go in and win. You don't have to say, chances are 50-50. Then it's better you don't even go in. I believe that the Attorney General can do better. The Attorney General can do more. The Attorney General can basically force to fast track some of the cases. That one day I agree. But we also need to understand, say, they are not stupid. Somebody who can steal over 500 million Ghana cedis is not stupid. So be a Benjuma now to me we have 50 million Ghana cedis, $10 million. Don't underestimate Sanipano or your Kromfua, why your chronona check, or bo chronona check. It is not easy to steal government money. And sometimes people think that it is easy. It is not easy. It is almost obia we are buying sika. Don't underestimate the intelligence of that criminal, because onim dia all year we sikana or the bekatalichi. Nobody will steal from the government without knowing say obetimia kavanichi. For you to go after such people, you need to understand say obia all protecting biano, you are able to nullify the person before you can hang that person. And so every time we can just say, oh, a bicycle we are the former obwa, because you need to be extraordinary, smart, and a criminal to be able to steal from government. And to Akuffo, we should not just see them say, oh, we are bicycle. For somebody to work at National Service Bureau, National Signal Bureau, somebody to be on the top there, knowing IT, knowing how to move figures around, knowing how to block their signals, knowing how to shut down networks. When that person decides to steal, you need people who are more intelligent than that person to be able to prosecute and win against the person. So let us not underestimate this. In Akuffo, they did not just create a hole and to steal the money. They created holes, stole the money, and sealed the holes. You are the one who is supposed to find the holes that have been sealed to make sure, say, aha, now this is for Johnny. Ahana we silina we pentisuno, aha and a sikana fire. And I will tell the Attorney General to be quick in some of the prosecutions. We believe some of the prosecutions are supposed to be faster. Some of the prosecutions, are not supposed to be, we are not supposed to waste time on them. Some of the prosecutions are not supposed to last more than 6 months in court. They need to be quick. They need to be effective. Some of the prosecutions we understand, if it's going to take time, that is fine. But some are supposed to be quick, fast. And this is my advice to the Attorney General. You are not supposed to be pleasing anybody. You are supposed to be doing the job. Now, there's another story here. Me say you can't want some. And it's got to do with a nurse for. Now, the health minister, Mr. Addo. And I can say, so far, I've seen a few ministers, but it looks like Addo has been working. Let's put everything aside. Osha, health sector, no, one of the sectors are NPP for a lot of burden power. For 8 years, the NPP did not retool any hospital in Ghana. For 8 years, they did not build any new hospital in Ghana. For 8 years, they did not equip any regional or teaching hospital. They didn't do anything like that. Into also to say, for 8 good years, we have our health sector stuck. Senior Jan 2016, the health sector sat there for 8 years without having or getting any upgrade. It's when government changes, that's a buying for say now. The burden is on the new minister in charge of health to make sure say, South face now, your health sector, he or she has been able to change it. So when you sit back, you can see say there is a lot of pressure on the health sector or on the health ministry, because majority of the facilities around the nation, the nurses who were denied their employment, the arrears, like it looked like say a health minister, Ajima Menu, we no better than George no better than Ajima Menu cannot walk anywhere and say from 2017 to 2024 hospital way, we changed this hospital space, we re-equipped it 100%, we built on to mean Kebi. It is like 8 years now NDC health sector no hono. It has deteriorated another 8 years, and they have to pick it from there. For 8 years, NPP for Jaguar Manesa Proye. So if you are the health minister today, you need money to revive Afari. You need money to revive Sewia. You need money to rebuild La General Hospital. Mete say Jimmy to say Okoboy, Wakobi a fan club will say he is going to give the health minister pressure to build hospitals and build facilities. Kwasia Okoboy Krania Boa. Ya your health minister and Okobu General Hospital to go ye. Okoboy Jimmy for me in the school. Me in the Pr0sěcut. Okoboy Onyini Jamiu. He is so dumb and foolish. Politics mu. Adia mama ninya position of politics no okuta Rebecca Akuffo Addo bag e Jubilee House. You have been the health minister. Oye Nkrani Okoboy. You got the opportunity to serve your people in the Greater Accra region. You led the Achims and the Ashantis to break down a general hospital. Kwasia went man to block NC hospital no. Ufri power 6 months waba say opese NC hospital uyo dying. And these are the people, sometimes they get us pissed off and we insult them because school no answer. Now let's delve into this matter. The health minister has made a statement, and a very important statement. Or say, and I quote, if we don't act now, we could have about 180,000 trained health professionals sitting at home by 2028. Now, he expressed concern over the growing backlog of qualified health workers awaiting posting and employment. Or say, by 2028, nurse for ombe school ababetina fia yentumi form adwuma aban entumi form adwuma normal be 180,000. Why? Because aban needs to make sure say backlog ne gu ona MPP aban ejagu ona oban form adwuma no. Now pressure is on the government to employ the backlog. Now remember, aban e pesika Ediafa omo ayamfo omo adwuma 8 years no na new group of nurses so ewie school a omo so eba betena fie. It is yanhwe ya by 2028 omo makọ nursing school omo wi a omo be 180,000 no mo nyina fie because that backlog that was created it won't end there every 2 weeks dey nurse for be enam Ghana say omo demonstration yanfo omo adwuma 2021 for 2022 for 2023 for. All these people are supposed to be employed. And when they say they are supposed to be employed, it means they are all supposed to be paid. Now, there are nurses and health professionals here. For about 2-3 years, the government that left power did not pay their arrears. And all these people are on the sidelines also trying to get their money. This is the same government that is supposed to take money budget in the health ministry. So on Fanya Hospital. On for equipment, on for upgrade. The same health ministry sikano, was say Osai be editia a backlog for salary. Osadi be efadipa na otioboka. So you can see, say, the problem that has been created by Akuffo Bawumia in the last 8 years, it is not something that we can use 4 years to deal with. We can try to solve it. And in the process of solving the problem, we are going to encounter a lot of bigger problems. Now, every day, I believe it's about time the government of Ghana stopped employing nurses. It is not the duty of the government to employ nurses. Imagine, say, the government of Ghana, I can say, we are also going to go the American way. Albino is not going to employ any nurse. The government is going to work with private entities that have qualified nurses. You know, the reason why in Tia, Amanfobi or Ghana, Omu nursing school, they cannot do anything. So it's because the courses they offer here, there is no competition. So the nursing for now, nursing school, they offer basic nursing courses. They cannot offer any advanced courses out of the basic nursing na omukosiano. Inti majority of nurses for you produce are basic nurses. So they still need to upgrade on specific qualification before they can be given a specific job to do. And it's our study nurses graduate to Ghana no because general nurses. They don't have any special skill, another special thing be almost a different job to do. Now, what the government should do, and what I believe will help, we need to have reliable, accredited companies, institutions that will absorb nurses at the end of their graduation. Now, the government will have to now find these institutions and contract them to provide the government with nurses. Now, the government has to pay these nurses through these institutions or private companies. Now, when the government na nurses through a private company, what is going to happen? And say nurse be ye juma or Rich Hospital. It is going to go against that company that hired the nurse. Meaning, if 10 nurses ye juma or Rich, no more free Kevin Taylor a nursing school a company and a 4 more. Nurse ya pamo more. That Kevin Taylor nursing company accreditation value ni be conform. Inti these companies are absorbing nurses they are renting a buying for the buying to pay the nurses through them they will make sure say they are giving the government the highest quality. Nurses are they are bringing them as technically expatriates in Ghana. Inti nurse libi ye juma na say at the end of the day assessing nurse na say nurse baby free ba a church or company nurse in your papa or company and the license na at the end of the day and these companies will try everything possible to hire nurses who are hungry, who are ready to serve, who are qualified to serve, and it will bring competition because these agencies will be able to absorb the nurses and give them different training now. Sebio radiology near nurse for instance. These companies will be forced to even give their nurses those trainings. Send a value ni be cost. Now, what we are doing in Ghana right now, and they say, Omoko nurses could not pass out. The government of Ghana, it does not matter who becomes the president. and who is the party in government. No government can absorb all nurses in Ghana. It can never happen. And we are creating unemployment with this strategy which isn't working. It's about time. A man kwane kones na tia say so ko nursing school and just automatically aban be fa who we nursing school who grade a obenya no. There are companies sitting and waiting. Group when they we mu no munya first class. I need these ones. They are smart. Because check your grades, you know, where there when it comes to communication, we're good. When it comes to this, we're good. I need this. So the companies will be fighting for nurses who qualify, nurses who are basically the products they want. Now, these companies, some person are buying a bigger contract. That's a buying 200 nurses from her and 1,000 nurses from her. These companies will be forced to put together institutions and our schools are. Bema nurses, no, another training a regular nursing school, no, and so in this case, no, these respective companies will also be competing among each other. They will be giving the nurses more extra education, skill the regular nursing school will not give them. And that is what we need to adapt. Because if we don't do that, and we make it look like so we are nursing school, we are going to destroy more lives than to create opportunities for people. And every time we be you what backlog of nurses. And the Sagana Ninas etu kwa bruchira yentumi fa nyashi. I'm being honest with you. Mumusa ya fa nyashi because on see anything apart from basic nursing. And in nursing, and as in the health sector, you need to have some extra skill. And there are a lot of equipment.
Okay, I was going to answer my apostle or political highway. So, Kwabena, AduBoahen, Yekuso, Edina Honsam, Edibrema, Siciano, Kwabena, AduBoahen, AttorneyGeneral, a fast track, a prosecution, and ya as a Ketwaka in Coco Pimo Courtamo, Sician, Bibia, Edina Quema, Kwabena, AduBoahen, well lose the case, no, to a year AttorneyGeneral. But I must say, somebody penny could see in some way at my aha. Ghana politics avenue.